See, these are the guys that crack me up the most. You say something that they disagree with. You say something that they don't like, and then they give you this shit. Well, when are you running for office? Never. When are you? I've seen your content. You talk about politics. You bitch and moan about people on the liberal or left or Democratic side. When are you going to run for office? When are you going to ask that very same question of the various conservative content creators that you follow, like Ben Shapiro and others? When are you going to ask any of them if they're running for office when they state their opinion, when they say that they believe that somebody who's in elected office did something that was wrong and this is the way they think it should have been done? When are you going to ask anybody on your side of the aisle that same question? Never is the answer, because you're a fucking hypocrite. You're a fucking hypocrite. You want to listen to people that agree with you. You want to live within an echo chamber and say, hey, listen, all of these people can talk about politics because I agree with all of them. But if somebody else talks about politics or a policy or a politician or something of that nature, and I disagree with them, then all of a sudden, why don't you go do it? I shouldn't have to take a politician's job to get a politician to do its fucking job. Just like I shouldn't have to take a cop's job to get a cop to do his job. Every time I talk about policing, it's like, what are you going to go strap on a badge and go, hey, here's an idea. You support this president. I can tell by the content that you make and the people that you follow, right? When are you going to enlist in the military? I mean, you have a lot on the line, right? Your profile picture shows it. You have a lot on the line. You have a lot to fight for, man. When are you going to strap on the fatigues and get sent over to the Middle East? You don't like being asked that question? Ruins the narrative? I don't get to talk about politics unless I run for politics? Unless I run for elected office? Unless I throw my hat into the ring? I mean, I did some 15, 16, 17 years ago when I ran for Park District Commissioner. Not that big of a deal, but has your name ever been on a ballot? Mine has. When are you going to step up and help your community? I have. I've created jobs in my community. I've served on committees in my community. Have you? What have you done to better your community for these 4 children? It's always when are you going to do the thing that you disagree with? When are you going to do when are you going to step up to the plate, my guy? Start right now with this fucking war in Iran. You support this motherfucker? You support the things he does? Go enlist today. When are you going to put your ass on the line instead of other people's asses? I couldn't help but notice none of your kids were military age. I have a couple. One's boyfriend is of military age. I got a 14-year-old son who's 4 years away from being a military age. As a matter of fact, you get to ask me when I'm running for office, when I get to see a picture of you standing next to Barron Trump at boot camp. Deal?